Hi friends from around the world. Today is Money Day. Isn't that the good day? Money Day, payment for small businesses, that is always good. Let's talk about monetization. I have made a video on the trademark series, also on monetization. You may want to look it up because there are similarities with regard to this one here. I will still cover here a bit the aspects a bit differently. So to have an added value between the two videos, but the two videos will cover more or less the whole issue. Beside patents, where we have still a different issue, I will go into the next video series a bit on the patents. Now, are you with me when I think you think that IP is an expenditure issue only? Probably I'm right. And probably you are right as well if you're in the beginning of a business venture and the issue you would raise now would be, wouldn't it be better to spend the expenditure on IP rather than on the business itself? So to buy some software, more potent software, or to buy some cars, or to buy some, I don't know, some building room, office room, or whatever. Well, I think that is the wrong question. And the real question is probably why would you not spend on IP, and what would be the consequences not spending on IP? So let me rethink, or let me tap into your brain and explain it differently. You should see the IP expenditure as part of the business expenditure, because as I said on multiple times, the IP is the basic layer and your business is on top of that basic layer. So if you don't have the basic layer, then your business is, well, not being doomed. You still may have the possibility to have a local business where you are known, you as a person, you are known, and that is your trademark. You don't need to register it, right? That is your trademark. Everybody knows you. The competition, the neighboring village, they may know you, and the other side as well. But then if you want to go global wide, or if you want to go to the countrywide, that is not possible. And why is that not possible? Well, very easily, the competition is monitoring very closely what is happening on the market. And once you get somehow successful without being protected with regard to your business model, well, they will do it like this, and they will probably protect theirs, and then they will draw you down because they have now the instruments, all the weapons. They can defeat you, although you were the one who brought this on the market. And this copying is probably it is very human, I would say. If you were in school, right, and the math exam gave you some headaches, what did you do? Be sincere. You'd have looked to the right, you would have looked to the right, to the left, and if somebody your neighbor let you see, you would have copied it, right? It's human, and the US has copied Europe in the early 19th century, 20th century, and the Japan has copied US, and China has copied US business models, etc., technology. They have all done it, which is human, a human factor. And I tell you what, this has benefited the planet. This has benefited all societies. So is it a good thing? Well, it's a good thing for society, but it makes your life as a business owner quite miserable, I would say. So that is the reason why. You're not still convinced. Are you convinced? You're not convinced. Well, let me give you a different example. There is a pyramid, IP pyramid, right? IP pyramid, 3 layers, and I will put this into 4 layers, 4 horizontal split, right? You have 4 layers of the pyramid. The biggest one on the downside and the tiniest one on the top. Now, what I want to explain you with this metaphor is that on the downside, on the first layer, you have 90% of the business from around the world. And what does it imply? Well, this business have in common that they have built a kind of wall around their business for defense purposes. So that old ancient towns have done it, right? So they have a wall around in order to feel secure. The security feeling of humans that is put into our brain. So that would be a natural reaction to do so because we have this fear inside and we want to feel protected or we want to protect ourselves from the dangers around us. Now, they have not only the wall, they have also the guns they can shoot out on the competitions if the competition do not behave according to what are good business practices, right? So for them, it is a kind of cost, but the cost for safety, the cost for protection. That is okay. And that is what is inside our brain, inside our natural instinct, I would say, to do so. Now let's go to the next layer. And there was an IP law department lawyer which says, well, I have looked into this patent and this patent is not anymore, we don't exploit that patent anymore. Why we do not license out that patent to the US? It is an US patent, and I know some company who do business in that area, and they may be interested to license out or to buy that patent. Why not? It has still, I don't know, 5-6 years to go. They may want to buy it. And you're the CAO. You say yes, okay, just do the work. I'm not interested in that one. It is not our core business anymore. So, and that lawyer comes back and said, well, it is been sold or is been licensed out for X. The royalty is substantial, but still it is something which in the overall income is nothing important. And you say, well, okay, that's good. I got not only expenditure, I got not only from my securities, I got an income, a royalty or a sale income, one-time income from that patent. Well, a patent which would not have been useful in any way for the company for the rest of its lifetime. Okay, so that is the first, the first floor, so to say. Let's go to the second floor, so the third layer. There, what do we have? Well, the CEO, they have seen it has seen what has been done with that patent or with that design, whatever it was, and it charges now the IP law department with a comprehensive overall assessment of what is your IP portfolio and to identify those which conveniently may be monetized in one or the other way. Because, well, what happens with business happens often is, well, in the beginning you have that vision, but that vision over time with technology changes or whatever happens, or with success sets in one unexpected area and they go all in that area, or it is the other way around. Well, then you have some projections from the beginning which did not turn out to be true, to become reality, and then you have in the IP portfolio, which you initially designed on your business strategy, something which is not as useful as you thought it would be in the future. Now it comes up with a strategic overview, and it identifies areas of your IP portfolio which are not anymore important, or where you can go, you can make more money out of it rather than, or you're not using it anyway. So any money you can get out of it would be good for the company. So in realizing that comprehensive IP portfolio strategy, you would come up probably with one or the other, or many ideas which makes it possible that you get an income stream from your portfolio. So you want to convert, not to make an upside down from your IP portfolio. So you want still to maintain your core business portfolio, IP portfolio, but the collateral ones, those on the sidelines, you want to make money out of it, and you get a revenue stream into your company. So that is the third layer. And you have the next floor up, the tiniest one on top of the pyramid. What would be that one? Well, that would be a business model where you have the IP department and a kind of research and innovation department on the other side, and you would not have any operations department, so to say, or a very small one in any case. Because why? Well, you have a creative department which creates products, which creates patents, which creates designs, which creates artworks, whatever your business model is. And you have the IP department which markets those IP portfolio immediately to the outside. So they may go to sell this patent, to spin out that patent, to license out the other one. This design is going to be sold to whatever it is interesting in it. So this would be a possibility in order to make of IP your main revenue stream. So it is not about expenditure anymore, right? It is about income, just the contrary. How would you expect this? Well, there are some companies out there. IBM is taking in $1 billion in licensing out their patent portfolio, I am told. So you have to go to the top one of the pyramid? No, you don't have. Is the top one the best? I don't know whether it is the best. It depends probably on whatever your business model is. What I want you to convey is that you have to consider in which part of the pyramid you're in, and if you're comfortable with it. If you're comfortable with it where you're in, that's okay. So keep on going. But if you want to go to another step within the pyramid, then you have the choice, because now you are conscious of what is ongoing on the market and what are the possibilities where you may want to go. So let's go to another point, the non-fungible tokens, which have some, which is about monetization of either copyright or designs, and which is a possibility of immediately, here you have, immediately monetize your creative works. It is on the blockchain, you know that. NFTs are now around here for some years now, but spiked up by the end of 2020. And we are now we were in the middle of the frenzy early 2021, and now we are going to cruising speed, where we have a lot of businesses, software businesses out there, which permit the monetization and make it easier for business to make the NFTs and sell them on the market. Now, they are on the blockchain, decentralized, completely encrypted, non-hackable, and immutable in the future, transparent as well. So on the blockchain, we have different altcoins like Ethereum and BNB, see the Binance and others, which permit the creation of NFTs. So you do this. You have a fancy design, you did it, and you want to immediately monetize that design. You create an NFT, non-fungible token. You combine this with a smart contract, a smart contract which is auto executable. So if you get a document, a certain predefined document, then it will execute it and the money will flow. So it makes it more, how to say, you have instantly on offer your NFT to the global market. So where eBay, you take eBay. You will have a good and you go to eBay and you have a global market. Here as well. You have a global market, everybody can see and everybody can pay for your NFT. But there are also some business models out there which make the auction for you. So you have an NFT on the blockchain and you want now to sell this NFT. You go to, I don't know, OpenSea, for example, and you put it there on the auction site, and it will be there, I don't know, for 2 weeks, but open to the global markets. You have the global market who are interested, maybe interested in your, and they put a bid into. And afterwards, so these 2 weeks are over, afterwards the highest bid wins, and the the NFT has been sold. So, immediate monetization, that is my point here. That possibility exists. It exists even more, and I will go on the patent side on tokenization. That will be in the next series videos. So this is an important issue, and for startups, that could be an issue for raising money immediately. Immediately, within 3 weeks, a month or so, you get money inflow. You have to make also the contract in a way. Well, once you have a contract, you have understood the issue. The contract is easy to replicate. So whether you sell the copyright, whatever it is, or the design, or it doesn't go, it is an autographed copy, or you may still retain the possibility to license it out on your own. So there is a lot of possibilities, but that possibility of immediate monetization, it shall stick with you. Thank you for tuning in for today.